Hi, everyone. This is Black Spring with Autumn, pretty much coming to you from a darker perspective. But it's really okay. It's a first, and I just had a couple of thoughts. So I give you guys just a couple of minutes to get in here. Don't worry about the dark. Don't worry about the darkness. Just just ride with me on this one, okay? Um, I don't know about you, but this particular President's Day weekend. Is it feeling, are you guys feeling, celebratory or how are you? How was your Monday? I guess I can just start off. I'll give you guys just a few minutes to come in. I mean, you noticed the thumbnail on this one, okay? So I just want to make just bring out a couple of things here. I, it's funny how this whole thing, I've told you guys before how funny the irony of a lift or lower risk in the coup, but then there's still heavy promotion for new mocktails for the infants, kids. Yeah, uh, there's that, but not to worry. I'm just telling. I had to put that. I just had to put the thumbnail as it is because not to worry because you have freaking free government mask being provided. Free, if I'm not mistaken, free government mask. Not to worry, your pharmacy doesn't even have syringes in stock, but you got free government mask. You got free government mask. I'm just saying, some of the most common pharmacies don't have syringes, but you got free government masks to hand out to everybody. So what's the deal? You only got enough syringes for the mocktails. I'm just saying it's very. Are you guys feeling? Is this what it means to be presidential, or I'm not feeling celebratory. Feeling presidentially celebratory, or like celebrating anyone's presidency right now. I'm really not. And I'm telling you guys, to me, this is far from over. And it's going to get a hell of a lot worse. I just think, and there's complete dead silence. The darkness, there's power in the silence. I understand that. As a musician, I understand. I understand the power in the Beethoven silence in his music. I understand that. So I don't know. I'm just saying this is getting out of control. Somebody said something to me about what was going on. Well, they don't have enough truckers to. The truckers are no. But what the hell are you talking about? What truckers? It's like people are just pulling shit out of their ass at this point. I'm sorry, I'm serious. I mean, do you guys realize if something major were to happen right now, we are in a vulnerable situation. But don't you worry, like the thumbnail, your government has provided you with free mask. Make this make sense. Anybody, it's free. That's free too. Make it make sense. It's the weakening of the place. The weakening of the working class. I'm just saying, who's suffering the most? But don't you worry, we've got free government mask. In fact, this particular pharmacy gave you a warning that they were, don't you worry because free government masks are coming. And what is it, like an N95 or what? See, that's the other thing I noticed, that people have, dare I say, they've upgraded. They've upgraded to the N95, the free government mask. And let's see, where else have you? I hate to say it. Come on, class, everybody, raise your hand if you've seen one of these masks. If you're seeing these masks in your neck of the woods, I'm just gonna read. I'm just. Derek C. Williams is here. Joseph Francis Burton. Hi, how are you guys? Let me just read this really quickly. I'm just saying. I'm telling. This is the most moronic BS. Moronic. And the people that rallied and rooted and tooted and scooted and cried and whimpered and moaned and groaned, you can't hear a mouse crap on cotton right about now. You can't. Now that's the gentle version. that's the, that is the gentle version. So this is turns out to be, this is a rant on some level. But just look at it. Just look at where we've been. We went from essential to heroes to compliant or non-compliant. What's next? And on the other hand, you got Klaus Schwab is coming out rooting for, hey, I'm proud of this new generation of tyrants. Hey, Trudeau, I'm proud of him. He's basically boasting and laughing and scratching about how they're infiltrating government cabinets around the world right about now. So I'm telling you, this is, he basically kind of did like an honor roll. Talked about Angela Merkel, talked about Trudeau, basically tipping his hat to the younger generation. And I'll follow up with that. There's quite a few articles, publications on what Schwab applauding Trudeau. But the only thing he didn't drop Biden's name. He did not. He did not drop Biden's name in the honor roll there. No, he did not. But what are the chances? Are we getting a DC convoy? What's going on? I'm just saying, but not to worry. You can't get the shelves filled out. You can't get medical supplies in you can't get the supplies in for your pharmacies, but you not to worry. Your Walgreens is carrying free government mask. I'd love to know who sponsored. Did it make somebody feel good to put that out? I mean, let me just read a few comments here. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, just how are you guys feeling about this day and what you're seeing? This is only February. Hello, Joseph Francis Burton, who says, I had a great weekend camping and hiking with my wife. Excellent. Derek C. Williams, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in and for supporting us. He says, darkness, so is freedom. It's in its twilight, it seems. I appreciate it very much, Derek C. Williams. But we're in the tank. We're in the tank with a whole bunch of distractions. Anarchy Television, how are you? He says, Anarchy Television TV 2, or Anarchy TV 2 says, the silence is deafening. And Joseph Francis Bird says, we got our free government tests too. Right. See, that's what came first. What came first, the test or the mask? And Joseph Francis Burton is coming in with the test for you. Thank you. What else is coming up? What else? Okay, so I know you got free crack pipes too, right? A free crack pipe grant. Man, all right, but but there are no syringes. Not enough syringes to fill people's prescriptions. Now, let me just say this for the record. This is not about picking on poor widow Walgreens. Come on. It's not about Walgreens. It's about how we are where we are. That we could be massaged and deep into a matrix that people would find that acceptable. Back to Joseph Francis Burton, who said it only costs $500 million. Hello, Melinda Ann Burns. And I'm sorry if the expletives are burning or sizzling or tingling, but I'm telling you, it's kind of tingling me. And if you are a person that's having or know someone that's having to visit, our healthcare system is circling the drain too. Because I'm gonna tell you something, a little something about these little phlebotomy mills that have pushed all these people out here. We have got the worst. We've got some of they are scraping the barrel to staff offices, private offices, you name it. You can see them sweat. You can see some of these people sweating because they don't have a clue as to what they're doing. They're working with minimal staff, phlebotomists that don't know a butterfly from a they don't know a butterfly from a hole in the wall. Hello, alien believers. How are you? Derek C. Williams says, it's not supposed to make sense. That's the beauty of it. You're right. Who is it? Roy Potter. Shout out to Roy Potter. I listen to him as much as I can. And I'm trying to paraphrase. He once said something about, maybe his late wife's philosophy on maybe people trying to, you're applying logic to something that doesn't have logic. That's not the exact words, but something along those lines. But people are just going right along with it, and the supporters are so silent. So I'm gonna go back here for a few more of the comments here. Anarchy Television says, I've been trying to tell people about this Rockefeller Foundation lockstep program over 10 years. Alien Believer said, heard you are now. Some truckers are saying your next emergency order. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like they are not loosening their grip. They're not loosening the screws. They're tightening them up. Let's see. Anarchy TV number 2 says the government creates the problem. The reaction was the trucker convoy. The pre-planned solution was emergency powers. Problem, reaction, solution. Luciano, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Nice to see you. The truckers say they're going to squeeze DC with their convoy. Joseph Francis Burton says we got our free government test just in time for the omnipresent leaving. Perfect timing. Right. But see, they're setting you up right now. Because I read there was a line from the Hill that talked about the actual fall. They're already planning the double rooster. So you guys think this is not over. It's far from over. It's far. When you have your former FDA person coming out saying yes, we are approving this. We are expecting we're expecting an approval, basically kind of like I'm paraphrasing, an advisatory approval. See, we'll scroll a little bit more. Okay, so we have Luciano says no talks about yeah, that one CC in a while. Yeah, well, they're running. Don't worry, Luciano. Don't you worry. That's coming too. As soon as when the fumes come out, they jump back in. They keep the fear going. The fear campaigns are everywhere. I did a little bit of a coverage on a GMA story where they were basically saying that the vaping people are high risk. You're high risk because you're vaping. You're vaping. And that the unmocktail mothers are being irresponsible. So the fear campaigns are still going. Everything's running concurrent with simultaneous. But you got silence from people. And you still got the ignorant people just running their mouths they have no idea what they're talking about. I think there's about two narratives that I've heard, and I don't even chime in. Oh, this is a greedy country. This is a capitalistic country. It's all about money. Well, it's drying up, you idiots. Don't you? Do you see? How much money are you? Where's the money? But I tell you who's not strong. I tell you who you can probably get some syringes and things from. I bet you won't have too much issue getting things from. Who are the suppliers that Amazon are using? They don't seem to be. What do their shelves look like? I'm just saying. It is the working class that's burning right now. We're feeling the burn, and I'm not talking. You feeling the burn on President's Day? Are you guys feeling it? You feeling the squeeze? You feeling it yet? But these low-hanging fruit, low ballers, they are still clinging to 16 months ago. Believe me, they're not that far. And they'll be the first one to criticize you for not picking up your free government mask. But they can't get their supplies. They go to the pharmacy right now, but they're ready to rag on you if you don't have your free government mask. Not to worry. The big zaddy is here with the free government mask. What else are they going to offer free? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You guys, you got it? Dr. Fish is here. Battery-powered gardener says, greetings, everyone. Hello, everyone from Portland, Oregon. How are you? Joseph Fredensburg says, what do you think happens every time presidents take emergency control? Because they get a taste of infinite wealth and power and never let go. And the Halo Believer says, where's Hollywood now? Well, they're all wrapped up in Whoopi Goldberg, I guess. Hollywood is a big fraternity in itself. Just sorry, Joseph Francis Birdie says, damn, feeling extra angered this evening. I'm just saying this thing is, we're dripping rations. It's coming. Listen, it is February, my people. February. I mean, was there a presidential speech today? I don't know. But I tell you, you better get yourselves together if you haven't, okay? I'm going to put this down here where the cows can get it. You better be still prepping. You better keep it up. Grab that extra can every time you can. Every time you can. Because not only are, how much longer can these shelves hold up like they are? I mean, how many? How it's almost like they tease you. You know, if there's something that you get, they'll go out there, you'll go to the shelf. Oh, there's one of what I need. Oh gosh, darn. Somebody else must have just come by and swiped that one package of what I always pick up. And then meanwhile, the rest of the shelf, there's nothing miles. The shelves all say, next product, 10 miles. I'm just saying. But by the way, this neck of the woods, Starbucks got their pumpkin loaf back. We Americans are, we got to start accepting a lower quality of life, and less of our wants, and less for the consumer, but more money. That's another thing. Your inflation, everything you got, everything on the shelf is zooted is been zooted up, zipped up. It's costing you more to keep these shelves bare. What's next? There's going to be propaganda. More is another. What are they going to up the ante and add some forms of propaganda? Well, what is it? Rochelle Walensky. Basically, she talked about how promising it was that people with multiple comorbidities. That's very promising. That's very promising in the fight. This is sick, twisted, and demented. The entire representation is pathetic. And people are not saying us. And like I said, the silence is deafening. It really is. But this thing is far from over, okay? I think I've started to hear more about green passes showing up in states as well. If you're in a state that's engaging in that, Joseph Francis Burton says they claim that cloth bibs stop viruses was so preposterous that as soon as they said it, I knew we were being played. Alien Believers says propaganda is the media today, like Canada's news, all lies to the world. Believe I was there. Melinda Ann Bird says, who could afford to eat out? I got kids to feed. The quality of it is who wants to eat out? Like, I mean, listen, you don't know, this thing has really shown, it's shown how even some things that we thought were okay or of decent standard really were not. I mean, what was it, New York? They were trying to import people from the Philippines to come over and fill some of the nursing gaps in due to the amount of babies that were being born, and they didn't have enough people to staff the hospitals. Well, I sure as hell hope that they're better phlebotomists than we've got right now, because we've got too many meals, too many of these, and I'm not taking away from those, but I'm telling you, the quality of the care is pathetic. You damn near committing. Listen. To me, it's not. It's getting to be less safe to even go. It's getting less safe to go to your providers because they are understaffed. They're not trained. Your pharmacy doesn't have any syringes. They can't even give you 8 syringes. I didn't say a month's worth. I said 8 syringes. But if you pass by that mocktail booth, you can see they're not short on syringes. But don't worry, your free government mask, that'll make you feel better. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about anything else being, don't worry about your other supplies. What is going on? Just coast it in silence. Just coast. And it's February, my people. This was a disgraceful month. Disgraceful. It's feeling plantationist to me. I'm making up words tonight. It's not feeling presidential. It's feeling a little plantationist. It's feeling a little slaverous. I'm making up words. So hold on. If they listen for 30 seconds, I can make up words. I can wordsmith with you for a few minutes. If they can change, if Wikipedia, Merriam-Webster, listen, if they can do that, you just got to ride with me on this one. But I know, but notice that some of these prepper systems and some of these people are actually providing. They're actually coming up with kits. They're actually providing kits. For in this case, if the crap hits the fan, you'll be able to get some of these supplies because there's not going to be any. There's not going to be any. But don't worry, the government's got it under control. Yeah, it's all blacked out. Blackout. We're blacking out. Silence. Blacked out. Let me go in here. Let me see. And the fast food, like, please don't go. Like, I just thought, like, okay, don't go in there acting, as they say, don't go in there acting a fool in the fast food restaurant or in the restaurant on your Valentine's Day or your Galentine, whatever the stuff you're celebrating these days, if you're still doing it. Don't go in there acting a fool saying, oh, that person got their food before me and I was here a whole 30 minutes before. You're Listen, I'm telling you, they are taking just look at the people that are staffing these places. Not just your healthcare, but your fast food. I've seen everything from people that are like they're not coming out of retirement. Some of these people this is the first job they've ever had in their life. And they can't even pull the blueberry muffins out of the case for you. They need a key to pull the blueberry muffins out of a case. They need the key carrier to come and pull it to help them pull the muffins out of the case at the Panera Bread. I'm just listen. This is an anecdotal. Okay, if I get I'm just about to burst with the experiences that I've had. Anytime if we weren't doing this mobile, I'd say, okay, come on, chime in. Maybe we should have a potluck of your experiences. You just like, oh my gosh, the days that you remember the Walmart used to have a person carrying a whole stack of keys, but I've never thought I'd see anybody, like somebody that's just started working their career and their whole life looking for a key carrier to open the frickin' muffin case. You don't need the key carrier to open the muffin case. You reach in there with your gloves, with your government provided gloves, and you pull the muffin out and you put it in the bag. That's all. But they can't even do that. I'm just saying. What is it? No child left behind. Not a patient left behind. Not a patient left behind. Not a syringe left behind. Not a muffin left behind. Not a French fry left behind. I'm just telling you. What happened to OJT? We need OJT right about now. We need co-ops. We need high school career co-ops. We need everybody on deck right now for this crisis. Come on. We need auto repair. We need all the people on deck to put people back to work in an honest way, because this is not sustainable, ladies and gentlemen. It is not. This is BS. I really don't know if I want anybody to make me a hamburger, or I don't. What is it? We had Flippy with AI, the machines to go. Where are the machines that we've seen? Where's Flippy? Flippy make the hamburgers. Let Flippy do the phlebotomy work. I think I would rather let a. I think I would. We're in that place. We need to have these robots come on out. Sophia, uh, Amica, just bring everybody out. We need all hands on deck. Co-ops, auto repair, cabinetry. We need home ec. Please, please bring these people back. Put these people back to work. Because this workforce that we have right now, along with our supplies, we are not going to make it. But the silence, they're fine. People that voted for this stuff. I'm just saying, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but who cares? But I'm just saying, have you guys been affected by any of these things? I'm just saying that just bring them out. Where is the entourage of Sophia's that I heard about from Hanson Electronics? I have yet to see a sighting of her or her entourage. Let her work at the doctor's office. Let her work at the Panera Bread. Let her flip the hamburgers. Let her serve the people on these holidays. And I'm like, can we forego some of these damn holidays so that people can work? So that the working class can have a little bit more money in their pocket to pay for all this overpriced, this inflated BS. I'm just saying, I'm telling you, this symbolism stuff is killer. Killer. Ay. I'm exhausted. And I have held it back for a long time. So we go in here and see what my friends are saying. Okay. Okay, it's like, okay. Joseph Francis Burns says, BSWA, I have never heard you like this. But I'm just saying, I was talking about that the other day, we need everybody. Let's just do our own thing. Let's just start a whole coalition to fill in the gaps. We need competent people. Bring your people out of retirement. We could do this. I just don't want to see any more no more phlebotomists sweating. I don't want to see any more pharmacists filling prescriptions, but they have no syringes. But over there in the booth, the corner for the mocktail, you better believe they're not short in supplies. So here, let me back up here. I'm going to do some comments here. I've been ranting and rambling for 34 minutes. So you guys are holding on here. I appreciate it. Very nice. And Derek C. Williams says, if folks are healthy, no need for doctors, no need for hospitals, no need for or staff like me. They starve. Derek starves. To them, U.S. sick care is a beautiful business model. There you go. Derek, you're blazing as usual. Alien Believer says, agree, but love it. Derek says, think about it. Healthy folks are bad for business. I'm just saying, and I'm not making fun of the people. I'm not. It's more or less about what was it that Eric Adams out of New York talked about low skill workers, low wage workers. Oh, my low wage workers. They can't work it. Basically, he's talking down to people, talking down to his black folks. My low skill shoe shiners, my low skill burger flippers, they can't they can't get behind they can't figure out how to get behind a cubicle and work a computer. It's like, wow. It's like, Zaddy trained you well, right? Because Biden says black people they can't there's no black lawyers. They don't have access to lawyers. They can't even find the DMV. They just can't help themselves. We got to help these darkies. We got to help them. I guess they provided government Black History Month placards to put all over the place too. And if you complain, you're talking like a Republican. You sound like a Republican. What was it, Kamala Harris, that said, she told that Charlemagne the fraud, don't start talking like a Republican. Don't start talking like a Republican asking about who's the president. Listen, okay, I'm being a little facetious here, but if you disagree, you're nothing but a right-winger, or you're a Republican. And by the way, she's Kamala Harris. If you didn't know, she's Kamala Harris. Get it. Write it down. Put it on your tombstone during this time. That's who she is, okay? So let me get into some comments here. I'm pretty much right. All right, let me back it up here. Back it up. I'm just going to read a comment here, an intrapersonal comment here coming out of our esteemed Derek C. Williams. He says, Ms. Burns, I have been around 35 years in the medical field. Don't mind my editing here. My whole working and adult life, the medical field has always wants folks near death or dying. All right, he also says, let's see, Melinda Ann Burns says, Derek, I grew up in a medical family and have been certified, but I never was exposed to that kind of attitude. I'm glad I'm out of it. I would not comply. Derek C. Williams says, that sadly is the culture of the medical establishment. I realized that after a decade in the field, the medical establishment needs sick folks. Sick. And Joseph Francis Burton comes in with a monster of a blockbuster, Amica versus Sophia. Hey, who can flip the most burgers, right? Who's the best? Who's the better phlebotomist? Entourage of Sophia's or Amica? Sophia said, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. So put your arm, roll up your sleeve right now. Joseph Francis Burton says, I need a top 10 of forgotten crap. But telling you, listen, the Mandela effect on this is going to be incredible. Joseph Francis Burton says, I need a top 10 of forgotten crap, useless pandemic mitigation measures. Number 1, the contactless thermometer. Number 2, bleaching doorknobs. Number 3, one-way grocery aisles. Number 4, what else? 4, leaving mail in the sunlight for a day. Number 5, bleaching grocery packages. Number 6, wearing food service gloves everywhere. Oh my gosh, Melinda Ann Burns says, just wait, 3 to 5 years and many of these mocktail people won't be with, right. Well, there you go. It's crazy. No. That would be an emphatic no, Joseph Francis Burton. I'm just kind of, I have a friend of mine who says, well, he says, sometimes, Autumn, you got to laugh to stop, to hold back the tears. I'm not exactly holding back tears, but Don't have any of those fine, those fine spirits. I'm just, I'm just the ridiculous stuff that people say. You gotta laugh at. I just want to laugh in these people's faces. But they don't get it. If you laugh, they're not even dumb, but they're not even smart enough to laugh with you. It's like, you did this. You did it. Remember? And things are just getting darker and darker. We're in the dark right now. If you didn't notice, the screen is black. There's power in the silence, right? Power in the empty. Power, right? Power in the silence. That's what we're all about. That's what I'm on about right now. Power in the silence. If I had some Beethoven, I'd play it for you right now. I'd show it to you. But you don't need me to show it to you. You don't need me to show it to you. Derek C. Williams says, one way grocery aisles were tried in Philadelphia. A lot of folks' legs were hurt as customers ran their carts into the legs of folks ahead of them. The program was scrapped here. Real time. Come on, Derek C. Williams. Did you get this on videotape? Did you put it out there? Yeah, I wish you had. I would pay money to see that. I would pay money to see that. We need a variety show right now just to hold back the tears. But don't you worry, we got these free government masks. You might have marked up, scarred up legs from those kinds of arrangements. You might have, they just keep coming up with asinine stuff, right? Derek C. Williams says, you said it first, Rich. Joseph Francis Burton, you're right. I think the same thing. Oops. Forget about chronicling the tweets of Donald J. Trump. We need to chronicleize the lunacy. Why don't we do that? Let's do that. And I'm telling you, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, the gas, even the gas. You got to pay a lot of money to go get what you need. And then when you get there, it's not even there. You got to pay a lot of money to get your gas. You got to pay a lot of money to get that free government mask to reach Walgreens in the car. Somebody told me we're propping up the CCP's government. We're propping up their economy with all these supplies. But we don't have any, by the way. We can't even get syringes in our pharmacy. We can't. We are in a hot mess. Okay? Just saying. If the silence is not killing you, the phlebotomist will. Joseph Francis Burton says, yeah, I want my whole house tiled with those social... I want my whole house tiled with those social distancing and one-way floor sticker. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, check for, I don't know. I thought about picking up, just for kicks, let me pick up a Farmer's Almanac. Hey, let me pick up one of those. Let me do that. Melinda Ann Burr says the libs absolutely have no sense of humor. Derek C. Williams, please don't let an opportunity like that go by again. Please don't. Please don't let an opportunity like that go by again. We need to compile all of these measures. We need to compile, it's almost like that, that free government mask, that it's almost like it was a plaque, it's in it's like a walnut trimmed out frame. That's Joseph Francis Burton says, time for bed. Thank you for the laugh. You're right. Thank you so much, Joseph Francis Burton. Now that I've hacked it up and yacked it up, but I'm just talking about the frustrations. If we just talk about the last 3 to 4 months, I bet we could all come up with some original
anecdotals. So I'm collecting right now. Get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna collect. Let's put a timeline together. Let's put a timeline together. Derek C. Williams, but Derek C. Williams, you gotta be you're for the winner, okay, for the win. If I could give out awards or stickers or something, or better than smiley faces here on Black Spring Mobile, in the silence, in this powerful silence that we're all experiencing, I would give the award to Derek C. Williams. Derek C. Williams is an incredible content creator. He has a great sense of humor. He's a great communicator. We have lots of that here. I appreciate you guys so much for coming in, but I'm telling you that this is borderline frustration, is borderline the lunacy. But we're getting pretty accustomed to, the government giving out things, right? I don't know if you guys follow Megan McGlover, but she cracked me up saying, "What'd you guys do on your President's Day? Did you celebrate with your free crack pipes? How'd you do it?" And the freeness is killing us, right? It's killing us. Just saying, I'm glad you guys made it. So let me go through here and say hi and goodbye. Salute to my friends, or to the people who support the channel. Luciano, thank you so much for coming in. Derek C. Williams, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Joseph Francis Burton, I appreciate you coming in. And Alien Believers, if you guys got a laugh, then I'll say that's a win. That's a win in these times. And listen, if you see anybody out here staffing and they're sweating when they're doing their task, I don't care if it's menial or not. It's small, big, large. If they're sweating, then just go to the next person. Say, I need the best person. I need your most experienced person to do this right now. I need that. I need you to create some safe spaces for us hardworking people that are just. We are we are fatigued out here in these depleted resources. We're talking people. We're talking people. We're talking about competent workers. We're depleted. There is a huge depletion. All of our resources are tapped out. They're tapped out, folks. If I go away from the supplies, the human resources are in bad shape. Now, just saying. And there I did it again. A digression. Alien Believers, always and forever. Love to you, Alien Believers. And Derek C. Williams says, many people want to be taken care of and told what to do by the government. No sense of rugged individualism. That's the enemy now. You gotta be, let them do it. Let them do it for you. And let's see. Yeah, but please, Derek C. Williams, I would pay money. I would pay money. You could put that on the market. Thank you so much. And Melinda Ann Burns, I really appreciate you for coming in and bringing your knowledge and your candor, and bringing your grace. That's all we need. We need grace, right? So we need grace, we need favors, we need all of that. We need prayer, we need everything. Can you afford to turn anything down right now? Can you do that? I have a family member that needs to go in for a procedure on this week. And I'm just thinking, I don't even know if you should go through with it. Can you, I just, these people, I'm almost, they call me conspiracy theories all you want, but how do we know? How do we know? They're laughing their heads off. They're laughing their heads off. They are laughing their heads off at our quality of care. And they hit you with the CV question. Still hitting people with that. It's like, I don't want to answer stupid questions. Like, leave that alone. If you just deal with what I'm here for right now, that's enough. Can you get that? Let's get that right. Stop acting like, you quit double speaking. Quit the forked tongue stuff. Where's Marcy T in the house? Stop. Ugh. I tell you, I don't ever want to see a healthcare or a staff worker sweating over it. I don't. And I will tell my family member, please don't go in for that. Don't go in. Because you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know which phlebotomy mill this person came out of. This is going to be assisting. The triage the triage is a mystery service. Please. All right. And Joseph Francis Burton one more time. No, this is not a juice drizzle. This is not a dribble. A spirit dribble. Not one drop. Not one drop. This is frustration and the power of silence. Being silent too long brought me to this. All right, guys. In all fairness, in all seriousness, I'm going to wrap this one up. So, if I said something stimulating or something that gave you some comedic relief, then I did my job. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Monday, your presidential Monday. And yeah, have a great evening.